Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today. I wanted to share with you the mini album that I made for my friend Roxy for a swap that we're doing through Craft Craving Chicas, and thank you ladies for allowing me to participate. This is my first swap and it's actually my first mini album, but I must say I am absolutely hooked. These are so much fun to make. In fact, you can tell by looking at it that I had a real hard time putting it down. I'm going to try and get all this on one video though and show you everything. The title of the album is My Mini Friends. I thought it would be fun for Roxy to have an album that she could put pictures and do some journaling about the albums that she's received from other ladies that she's swapped with, because I know she's done quite a few. Wasn't able to find rings to fit this book because it is so thick, so I just used some ribbon to bind it with, tied it in a little bow, and just turned a little vintage looking flower brad into a pin and pinned it to it. And then since I didn't have rings to add the ribbon and fibers to, this is a real fun part that I didn't want to miss out on. So I just ran some ball chain through an eyelet in the corner and put my little ribbons and fibers and put a little F charm for friends made out of chipboard. And I just distressed and inked and, of course, added some bling. Got to have the bling. On the inside first page, kind of simple, made little pockets. Put a couple of tags in here that she can put some pictures and journaling on, and of course there's room behind here that she can put some pictures also, and then just kept with the whole friends theme in the album. On this page, let me see if I can get this open with one hand. I think I can. Bear with me. There we go. Okay. This little folder, she can put either a picture down in there or a tag, and then it opens up to give her more room for journaling and pictures and things. So opens up on both sides, and she may have enough to fill this album up already. Put a little friendship quote. In fact, on just about every page there's either a friendship quote on the front or tucked inside a pocket or an envelope or something somewhere, so she has a lot to look through and discover on this. I wanted to make it real interactive and a lot of fun. On this page, I wanted to get the look of old wallpaper that was peeling off the walls, so I glued the paper down and then immediately started rolling the edges up, and then of course inked and distressed, and did some glimmer mist and some ink on the little chipboard frame, and of course you can slide a picture down in the top here, and made a little envelope with a journaling tag in there for her to put some notes on. And then had some fabric that you'll see later on in the album. I cut one of the little roses out and put it in this little charm frame, and then put some glossy accents on it to make it look like it had glass over it. And that's a fun little thing that I got hanging from a little binder clip there. And then on this page, I just took a tag and made an envelope out of it and did some distressing and embossing on it. And of course added some bling flowers and just tucked some little tags with some rub-ons and some embossing in the pocket so she can do some journaling, or she can tuck some pictures in there. I love all these little different shaped tags. It has a lot of interest. And then, let's see, on this page, just put a little nameplate on there and tucked a little tag inside that she can maybe put her favorite friend quote on. And then there's a friend quote tucked in the pocket here. Did some crackle accents on that. And she can do some journaling on the back. And on this side, made a little pocket out of some cardstock. In fact, all the cardstock that I used on this album is the Coordinations cardstock, where the core is a coordinating color. And I ran this through one of my embossing folders and then just sanded the raised image so the other color would show through, and it has a really neat look to it. I love it. And on this little envelope that I made, you can see the coordinating color come through on it too. Just put a couple little tags on there that she can journal on. I love all the little envelopes and folders and things that you can put in these. It's a lot of fun. Another little tag has some pearls and some glimmer mist and stamping and embossing on. And then here's the friend's quote on this page. She can do some journaling on the back. Do a little glass accent there. And use some stickers and put some little pearl bling on there on the corner. And on this page, I used my Stampin' Up! Embossing folder and cut the large rose out to turn it into a pocket. And then, of course, as you can see, I sanded the raised areas so the coordinating color shows through. Made some tags and embellished. Put a little butterfly charm on here for her. She can put some journaling on the back. Another little friend quote at the top, and then I have a little Friends Forever metal charm. in that corner. And then this may be one of my favorite little pages. This was the negative space from the cardboard or the chipboard F that I used as a charm on the front. It was in a glitter red, though. It wasn't a color I would use in this album. So I distressed it, sanded it, inked it with alcohol inks, and used crackle paint on it. And then I used some UD embossing powder over the top to give it that kind of shiny texture look. I don't know if you can see that. And then just punched some holes in the scallops and ran some ribbon through, and just thought that was real cute. And then, I don't know if you can see it, but I put some clear glass beads inside to make it kind of a shaper window, just to add some movement to it. I thought that was fun. Had a lot of fun making that one. And then on the back, I've got another little friend's quote and a little metal charm. And of course, did the sanding so the color comes through. And this was actually the first page that I made for the album. Got a little pocket there with some buttons and some bling and some flowers. And just took a little envelope and scalloped the, whoops, one little pearls is coming off. I have to fix that. Scalloped the end and put some little seed pearls on there and lined it with some coordinating paper. And then put a little tag in there with some journaling lines and some embossing. And there's plenty of room to put pictures in the envelope or just in the pocket. And then, of course, another friendship quote. And this is the fabric that I used. I cut one of the little roses out for that charm on that previous page. But I made a little fabric pocket here to put some top note style tags, some embossing and some inking, some journaling lines, and another little friend's quote for her to find. Whoops. And tuck those in there. And then I did some different color embossing for the rose up here in the corner to kind of go along with the theme. And this is just corrugated cardboard, as you've seen on some, I'm sure, some videos and some other tutorials on YouTube. And just tore it and distressed it and crackle painted it and put some bling on it. And my little tags. Got some journaling lines on there, made a little envelope to put this little tag in, did some embossing, some journaling on the back. And this, right in the background, was a page I tore out of an old dictionary. And it has the definition of friend on there. Don't tell my son I tore a page out of a book, he'd have a fit. He's a big book fan of any kind. And then on this page, I don't know which one's my favorite. I keep going back and forth on different ones. This one I just turned the little friend quote area into a pocket also that she can slide some tags in and do some journaling. And there's plenty of room behind here to put some pictures. And on this little chipboard tag, I put some crackle paint and then some alcohol ink to sink down in the cracks. And it's a real neat look. Like that old distressed vintage look. And then on this page, there's a frame that she can put a picture down in. And I made a little envelope out of vellum with some pearls and some rub-ons, and there's a little tag inside. Just touch right into there. And of course there's the little friend quote. Can't leave that off. And this page has another little more rustic corrugated pocket on it, and made a little tag out of a rose or a flower chipboard, did some stamping and crackle paint and embossing on it. And this little quote says, "Friends are the flowers in the garden of life," so it was perfect for that little heart-shaped tag. And did another little tag, did some embellishing and some crackling on it for her to do some journaling and add some pictures to. Just made this little chipboard charm with a flower and pearl. Of course, had to bling up my little clip at the top. And this little chipboard piece, I painted and then I inked it, and it still just wasn't what I wanted. So I put some crackle accents on it, and while it was still wet, I stuck my finger to it just to see what kind of a texture I would get. I ended up just going all over it like this, and it pulled it up kind of off and gave it just a real neat texture. Made my hands sticky, but came up with a real cool texture on that, so that was fun to do. And just put a little tag, chained it in there, so you can put some journaling or some pictures on. And then the last page has a tag that has a little friendship quote on the back and plenty of room on the page to put pictures. And then another little friendship quote here with some more tags that she can do some journaling on. And just a little fun times charm with some bling and a little flower brad and a cute little clip and some more embossing. And I hope you guys enjoyed looking at it half as much as I enjoyed making it for Roxy. And thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.